What's going on, guys? Visor here. We're back for another GoalBound video. In this video, we have a updated tips and tricks guide with Barou. I don't really know why I'm gonna title this video. Just probably an updated Barou guide. Just because there's a lot of stuff that I learned from the old Barou video, or a lot of stuff that I learned now compared to what I learned back then in the Barou guide. Yeah, I learned a lot more stuff, a lot more tech, a lot more strategies, and a lot more stuff overall with Barou. That a lot I feel like I deserve to make an updated Barou guide with it. If you guys find this video helpful, be sure to like, comment down below. Subscribers closer to 6K before the end of the year. Also brings me closer to 20K for CC roles and a GoalBound server. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. First things first with Barou. A lot of people don't notice. A lot of people do notice already. Most people do notice. You can actually cancel lion shot and chop feint with dash, dribble, shoot, feint, and yeah. So you can't cancel lightning dribble, by the way. So don't even try it. I'm doing it right now. You can't cancel it. But the same way you would cancel your shot with like dash, dribble, right, feint, or even jump. You can't jump cancel lion shot or chop feint, but there are some ways to make it seem like you jump cancel them. I will show that in the video. But for example, lion shot, dash, lion shot, dribble, lion shot, shoot, line shot, feint, right? To make it look like you jumped, just hold your shot and then just jump, right? That's legitimate. That's probably the best line fake shot jump you could possibly do, right? Same thing with chop feint dash, chop feint dribble, chop feint shoot, chop feint, chop feint jump, right? Vice versa, right? Everything you could do with chop feint, you could do with line shot. Now here's some ideas and tech that I recommend doing with these two styles. So one thing that people don't know about lightning dribble, sorry, is that it's just like Say's celestial touch, where it's directional. So in the direction that you do it in, it's the direction that it's gonna have a different animation for. So if I hold A while doing lightning dribble, see how he just went straight, completely straight. Same with the D version. She just went straight. Compared to like the straight version, he was like forward, back, forward, right? Like that's not optimal for like pacing. Compared to this, where you're just going straight the entire time, you get a lot more distance, a lot faster when you do the A or D version. So what I recommend is when you're dribbling, you're doing your thing, right, and then you're trying to pace, just hold a certain version, like just hold the direction you're trying to go straight in, so you actually get a more straight, like straight lightning dribble. You're not wasting time or distance on doing this back right or back forward back thing, right? It's a lot better. Also, I'm pretty sure you do cover more distance compared to oh yeah, you cover basically a whole line of more distance when you do this version compared to the other version. So yeah, recommend doing that. You guys might think, oh, that little line is nothing. That little line is the difference between you getting slid on, you getting caught by an AIKU dash, you getting caught by anything AIKU related, you getting caught by someone catching up to you, like a Say or Shido, Isagi off the ball, someone catching up to you blocking your shot. Those look like even the smallest amount of distance matters, especially when you're getting slide, especially when this game has bad hitboxes, especially when this game has bad ping. Any amount of distance matters when you're like dribbling or when you're trying to get away from somebody, right? All right, next we're gonna talk about line shot. A lot of people struggle with using this skill because one, it only shoots up. Like, it doesn't matter how low, like, down you like aim, right? The ball will always shoot. It will also have some air time. It will never hit at the bottom of like where you want to hit. Even if I aim at the bottom, right, it will always get air time, right? So I recommend to just don't rely on line shot to actually go for bottom bins. Just shoot bottom bins yourself, right? A lot of people don't like know, but like yes, you could just shoot a normal shot. Like the electricity pops up still, and you'd be surprised that this still technically fixed out GKs. A lot of GKs, they see the lightning and they're like, oh, king shot. Nope, I could just shoot normally. Like they think it's a straight shot and I shoot a curve shot. You could do stuff like that. You could mix up your actual shots in general. You don't have to just, it doesn't always have to be straight shots, and it doesn't always have to be top shots either. You can always mix up your shots. Like no matter, like king shot itself is a preparation to what you're gonna do next. That's how I see king or line shot. Sorry, line shot is just a like setup tool to keep the GK back, because if they do end up diving while I do lion shot, most likely they're gonna get baited out and I'm gonna get the free goal, right? Especially if I'm outside the box. If I do it from like middle, this is like the best positioning to do lion shot, in the middle. Reasons for that is because, one, after doing this, you have a lot of options, and I mean you have the most amount of options a king user could possibly have. You could line shot, dribble or jump dribble dash, right? Go for like bottom right. You could line shot, dribble, side dash, go for bottom left, right? You could jump, line shot, kick, do something like that, right? You have so many options. You could commit to the actual line shot if you really wanted to. You could line shot, kick the ball up if you wanted to. Like you could do so much. You have so many options when you have line shot, especially when you're in the middle. I recommend when you're like using like lighting dribble to like reposition, try to reposition in the middle or somewhere near this middle part, so when you do line shot and you set up your line shot, you have the most amount of options against the GKs possible. Because you can ask any GK, if they just neutral dive you, especially when you're here, this is the worst mistake a GK could make, because you legit could just dash away, free open box. You could dribble away. For example, dribble away, that's not a dribble. You could dribble away, free open box, right? Granted, dribble doesn't cover as much distance as a dash, but it's still the case. You can still dribble away, right? You can still get away from the GK diving forward at you. And plus, overall, when you're in this position, you could go for like, you legit just do stuff like that, right? I'll show a clip that my first goal in my last video of me doing the ring scrim. I legit faked out the GK.
Oh, nice.
Around here somewhere.
That's just wild.
Did line shot, dash, went for bottom right, and he legit jumped and dived in like a circle in midair because he thought it was gonna be a top shot. It's legit prime example. You guys can legit go to the video. It's the first goal of the game. I jump, line shot, fake out, shoot bottom right. That prime example of line shot being able to fake out any top bin shots and you cancel it into going for bottom bins. All right, and here's the juicy part. Pause. Okay, best part of the video. I'm gonna probably see a lot more people doing this with king shot, but here it is, right? You guys could actually go airborne with chop feint. You can actually go in the air with chop feint. Technically you're not going in the air, but you keep the momentum of chop feint while you're in the air. So best example is this, just like that. That's legit how you're gonna use it, and that's the default version of what you're gonna use it for mainly. But yeah, you guys probably wondering how you do it. Okay, I'm gonna explain it. Chop feint, right? Chop feint can be canceled by holding your kick. You see how when I kicked, I kind of kept some of my momentum there at the end of the chop feint, like compared to like if I like hold it. Like if you do it too early, you're not gonna get it. But if you see how I kind of still slide even though I'm kicking or charging my kick. That's the key to this. So you're gonna chop feint, kick, hold your kick, jump. When you hold your kick and jump, it's gonna look exactly like that. Whenever you're like, whenever you hold your kick and jump, or whenever you slide and jump, you keep your momentum in that direction. So for example, So you're gonna chop feint, shoot, or hold your M1 or your shot button, whatever it is, and then you're gonna click spacebar or your jump button. So you're gonna let you're not gonna do it too early. You don't want to do it too early. Like around here is too early. You want the animation to actually go through where you're actually chop feinting, and then you're gonna do it. It's okay to do it kind of late, as long as you're getting the momentum in the first place to do it. You automatically like did it right. Okay, so after this, while mid-air, you guys realize, oh, I can't keep the ball, or I can't cancel the jump animation because your kick has a cooldown. It has an internal cooldown. Right now, obviously, I don't have a cooldown because I have cooldowns off. But in game, when you actually do this, it's gonna have a cooldown. So you're gonna cancel the jump animation with lion shot, and once you do that, boom, you got the default version of how to like actually do it. And then you can implement that into your gameplay whenever you're on the right side or the left side. You do whatever lightning chop you want to do to get closer to the net, or go to the other side of the net, do lion shot, do your shot, right? Now that's like the default version. So I say default version because you can actually, once again, you can cancel lion shot. So you can actually, if you do this once on a GK and they start looking out for it, you can actually do stuff like that, where you fake a top left and then you cut back in for a bottom right. And this is super strong because a lot of people like don't know how to really like go against this. But this skill is kind of something like that, where if I could get the inputs correctly, boom, like that, right? You where you chop feint one direction and then you dash back into yourself. Just like that, right? Right, there you go, right? That's prime example of how to like kind of cancel back into the direction you just came from. That fakes out a couple GKs, especially if you're super close to the box. You'd be surprised how many GKs actually fall for this. Super strong to do. And yeah, I really recommend labbing this. The more people that do this, the more people that's most likely gonna get this banned from league. But I'm honestly fine with like stuff like this getting banned from league, just because how strong it is. It's super fun to do too. Like a lot of, like, compared to like some noggy stuff that you could do, this is actually one of like the funner things about King. Especially when you learn new stuff like this, it's super fun to like discover and see other King players. Like, it's really cool how certain styles have their own like secret little like communities where like we all help each other. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the guy that actually showed me this chop feint tech, or taught me this, shout out to him. He's also trying to start being a CC as well, which I find is really cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment down below, subscribe if the video helped you out. Subscribe, mission closer to 6K before end of the year, but closer to 20K for CCOs and GoalBound server. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.